So hello friends, today I'm going to show you how to open and service this lens. It is a Nikkor 85mm 1.8, great lens for portraits, and then it can be found a bit everywhere on the internet, not very expensive. And then what you get usually, well, the mechanics is usually in good condition. This one is super smooth, and then the only thing you get usually is some fungus, some haze sometimes, and then the most general thing is some dust. So here in this copy I have a small hair which is driving me crazy. Let me try to find it and show it to you. Yeah, you see some spots, not very critical, but then I think I have it. Yeah, that's the fiber, which I find very annoying. It doesn't seem very big on the video. Okay, here I got it right, focusing. It doesn't seem really big, but believe me, it is extremely annoying. So what we're going to do is to open the lens, blow it just to get the dust away, and then we're going to open this block, the frontal block. I'm going to show you how to do that so we can get rid of that small hair. Okay, so here you have the lens in this position that is focusing on the infinity. So you just need to go to the minimum focusing position, and then you will find on the barrel a small screw which is just below the Nikon, and then you just need to get it a bit loose. You don't have to remove it, and then you should be able to unscrew this ring here. You saw that was extremely simple. And then yeah, the screwdriver is a flat 0.9mm. So you just need to remember that. Okay, and then once you have removed this frontal ring that we have here, we can take out the whole optical assembly. Here we'll need to pay attention when putting it back. So we reach this fork here, and then this small fork that you're seeing here, which manage the diaphragm. So here, yeah, you see I am doing some manipulation on the levers, and then I can work the diaphragm. So you have one spacer here. This is for the infinity focusing, so we need to keep this part preciously. And then here, this is the optical block. Now what we need to do is to open it, just to blow on the diaphragm region, which is the one that usually has dust, because you have all these motions here, and then particularly this one, which is open. And then yeah, after many years of use, some dust gets in. But then I'm going to show you. This is extremely simple. So I mean to open, and then here you have a few options. So you can remove this part on the back. There is a seam here, and then there is this hole where you can put isopropyl alcohol so the glue gets dissolved. This ring here you can also remove, and then you will be able to pull this lens here. That will be what to do in the case of fungus, for example, or haze. Here I don't, so I'm not gonna do it. But then once you remove it, you only need to check one of my videos where I show how to remove fungus, and then you can take care of that. Okay, so this is for the back, and then here these rings here will allow to remove the diaphragm. But the diaphragm here is quite in good condition, but I believe the construction would be the same as the 135mm AI that I also repair on the channel, so you can take a look at that if you have some trouble with the diaphragm. Okay, so I'm going to take this base, okay, it's actually too small, and then this is what we're going to work on. And then I told you about the back, but then we're going to work the front, and then this is going to be extremely simple. You take a rubber cone, and then ideally of the same size of this rim here, and then it should come very easy, and just unscrewing the front block. And then here it comes. So we can open the diaphragm, and then here we reach this region where we have some dust, so we're going to blow that. And then, as I was telling you before, if you have fungus here, which is the most common place for the fungus to be, you can come and clean it, and then check on one of my videos where I clean fungus of lens. The procedure is going to be exactly the same if you have fungus here. Okay, so that's for this part of the lens. That was extremely quick. Just let me get something to blow. So we turn it upside down or downside up, I don't know, and then that will remove the dust. And then here on this part of the lens, same thing, we blow, we get the dust away, and then here we still need to reach that small hair that is bugging me. So let us put some black glass here, remove my camera, and then to remove that hair we need to remove the front element here. So still, if you have fungus here, you will need to reproduce the same thing. And then here, the thing that bugs me a lot is that you have a very thin ring which is holding the glass, and then this is the rubber tools I have are not the right size. Yeah, this one, it works, but it's very weak, so I will have to use the spanner. If you check my videos, you know that I try to avoid the spanner as much as possible, because there is always a risk of damaging some glass. So what I'm going to do, I made this patch, so just to protect the glass in case the spanner slips. Has only happened to me once, and then it was on metal, so I just scratched the thing, but it is annoying nevertheless. Okay, so I take the spanner. You need to hold it firmly, put it into the slot, and then well, I already got it loose, but anyway, you will need to add a bit of force. You need to hold it really firmly. Do not do brute movements, because this is where you get the risk of slipping. So just control your force and try to do really tiny motions, and then with that you will be able to get this ring loose, and then the protection is here, so I can keep going with my finger. And then let's hope the small hair is just behind this front element. So here I have this cup, and then yes, and okay, here I am very quick, just blow and then put it again, and then yeah, the fiber is gone. So this is the thing I wanted. I am really happy for that. I have some spot, but then I think it's a reflection of the exterior because I don't see anything else there. So okay, I got rid of the small hair. This is what I wanted. So now I put the ring. So we'll start reassembling the lens. So this was just a very quick demonstration on how to disassemble this lens. If you have to work by cleaning fungus or haze or something else, I don't know. You will need to obviously clean the glass, but then, as I said before, I have a lot of videos where I show how to clean fungus or haze. You can take a look at one of those. In all cases, I'd say the procedure is pretty much the same. What really changes generally is how to disassemble the lens. Okay, so I put the ring back, I tighten it with my nail. It seems to be okay. Now I'm going to put this element here back in position. So that voice you hear out there is just my daughter, which is discussing with my wife, I think. And then okay. Anyway. Okay. So I put it back in position. Seems to be tight enough. And then we're near done. We put again the spacer. You see, this is really fast. Then this is where we need to think just a bit. So just make some space here, and then what I usually do is I come to the smallest aperture. In this case is f22. So this focus, the big one and then the small one, get in a particular position. I make sure I close the diaphragm, and then I slide. You have this pin here that can move. So, and then this one should go into the small fork. And then if we pay attention only to one, the other one should come automatically. And then here you have another pin, and then usually okay, this one is working, and then I still need to get the other one. Okay, there you go. Wow, I was very lucky to get it at once. Sometimes it takes a few trials before succeeding, but then you should be able to move the diaphragm freely. Once you get it, you get the two elements inside the slots they are intended to go. Okay, and then just to finish, there is usually a small hole here. In this case there is two, so probably someone else worked on this lens before, and then I made a small mark with a pen. So, and now what we have to do is just to come and screw this element here, and then we need to make sure our screw is aligned with the mark we made. So the screw, the tip of the screw goes into the hole, and then we can screw this element all the way. Just make sure it does not protrude. You can do that with your finger, and then that's pretty much it. So you saw, extremely simple. This is how you disassemble, clean, and generally service a Nikkor HC 85mm 1.8. So this is all I wanted to show you today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.